Ladies and gentlemen, maybe I can say 2 or 3 sentences about how it's organized. Dr. Bernhard is the pilot, Mr. Kretschmann is the co-pilot. They will now drive towards Karlsruhe until the exit Flughafen Messe. Then they will turn around until Wendlingen, and then they will turn around again. And we meet them back here in Denkendorf in about 30 minutes. We'll see it live here for the first few minutes, and then we will always go back to the vehicle to see what's happening there.
So.
It's wonderful that you're the driver yourself. Gentlemen, please step aside so that we can move. I'd like to ask the 2 gentlemen at this point. Did you always have a truck license? No, I only got it last year.
So, wir fahren jetzt auf die Autobahn raus.
We'll now move on to the highway in the direction of Stuttgart towards the airport.
Das ist jetzt ein ganz normaler
This is a normal standard truck.
4x2.
4x2.
4 Räder, 2 davon
4 wheels, 2 of them are driven.
Normalerweise ist der mit 40 Tonnen beladen.
Usually 40 tons.
Ganz normaler Serien-LKW.
Normal standard truck, you can see the normal equipment. Well, except for the cameras, they are not the normal part of the normal equipment. We only have them for today's event. But the rest is completely normal, 430 horsepower, usually with 40 tons. It's a very good truck, and many of the truck drivers that you will meet here at this rest stop drive this truck. Of course, this truck is a bit different. Of course, we installed some things that are different from what you find in a standard truck. The cameras in the front have some sensors that make the truck special, and what's also very special is this blue button. That's the magic button, so to speak. That's the highway pilot, correct? Yes, correct. This is how you activate the highway pilot. And when we are on the highway, as soon as we are on the highway, we will start the autonomous driving mode.
So, wir haben schon Platz hier.
There's enough space.
Gar nicht so schlecht, ne? Als König der Landstraße.
Not really bad. King of the road.
Hoch über der Autobahn thronend.
You can see everything, king of the road. That's what we are now. You can see now that the highway pilot is ready, and you could activate it and start autonomous driving. So if I push the blue button now, if I hit the blue button, then this is the world premiere. Let's do it, Minister President. And here we go. And now I let go of the steering wheel. Are you okay? Wow, wonderful. It's working. I can make myself comfortable now, lean back, and it's all up to the truck now. Can find the most comfortable position now, but you're not allowed to turn away, no, to look away. That's not allowed. You still have to remain in full control and observe what's going on. You have to see the traffic situation. But I can take my hands off the steering wheel. As you can see it, we're keeping the lane perfectly well. It's doing it in a very precise manner and a very reliable manner. You can see how it's keeping the lane. It is a bit strange at the beginning, I admit that. You have to get used to it, but after a while you get used to it and you feel safe, very safe. I brought some coffee for you. So enjoy the coffee. Here's to our maiden voyage, the world premiere of our highway pilot.
Und es ist auch zum ersten Mal
And This is also the first time that you can really drink coffee while driving. What's your vision? By when do you think it'll be ready for real operation and move away from testing operations or from this test mode? We are thinking that by 2020 we'll be ready. That's a realistic scenario. We are probably going to be ready a bit earlier, and we are trying to do that because our customers are much more interested or show more interest than we expected them to. And also policymakers seem to be willing to set the legal framework that we need. So that makes us confident that it will be rather earlier than later to be ready for the market and to be ready for production. Well, we completely support you in this effort because I think this digital revolution is happening at a speed in all spheres of life, and you're either in a leading position or you lag behind, you're lagging behind. And I think the traffic and transport situation is such that we really need it. The hardware, that's expensive. If you work on the hardware, it's expensive, it takes too long, and I think you have to make the system, the traffic system and transport system more intelligent. That's crucial. Yes, I think it is one of the most important issues of our time, and I think we can make a contribution to it. We at Daimler, we have the technology, we're developing the technology, and if we are not making steps ahead, then we'll belong to the past. We want to be part of the future, however, and this is why we do everything in our power to remain the leader. What I find really fascinating and interesting, and I've never heard about that before, is that it releases the driver. It means a stress release for the driver. I recently talked to the chambers of commerce and the industry, and they said there's a lack of truck drivers now. And I didn't know about that. In the US, they get high bonus payments now if they stay with the company for longer and continue to drive trucks, and I was completely surprised to hear that. I thought this was a segment where there were no problems of finding young drivers, but that's not true. Maybe I can say a quick hello from our stage and report to you that it looks wonderful. You seem very happy, and I would suggest that we allow you to continue your ride, and we will explain a few sentences, a few things about the technology, and then we will switch back to you. Enjoy the ride and talk to you later.